How are you all doing? In this video, I get Sally finished up. So we're picking up with the paint correction, which she needs quite a lot, so bear with me, there'll be lots of time lapses. And we do tidy up one or two other things. I tidy up one or two other things on her as well, because from this weekend forward, I will be using her daily as my runabout. She's a lovely little car. I've fallen in love with her, as you guys have probably already picked up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you like the content and you've watched the video this far, before we go any further, please poke that like button. I will shut up now, and after this brief little intro, we will pick up where we left off last week, and that will be starting on Sally's paint correction. See you soon.
Watcher, you're through to Oi Works. I'm the Baldy Brit Bloke, and this is my YouTube channel. Here goes.
Yesterday, I started working on this. Now, you can see that there is still quite a clearly defined edge from where I masked it off. This will disappear. This little glistening bit is where there's still an inconsistency between the two thicknesses of paint. The paint on the hood is really thick, but because it's so pimpled, so orange peely, it's going to take a lot of work. And then I've got the bottom trim here and this little front wing piece to deal with. I'm going to concentrate on this side that I've already been working on and enjoy, because it's going to be a lot of time lapses. Alright, I'm going to work on the hood now. I finished on the door for the time being, up to the point bringing it up to the 3000 grit, but I'm going to do the hood and that with 3000 grit both at the same time. So what I'm going to do quickly is mask up the sides again, mask across the front, just so that if I slip with the glass paper, sandpaper sorry, it doesn't scratch it. Not that it's a problem because it's such a fine grit, but better safe than sorry, eh? Numpty left it in the freezer for too long. Oh well, at least it'll be nice and cold when I drink it. It's hot as snotty at the moment, absolutely baking. But even though the sun's running, we had a thunderstorm up here last night. And you can feel the humidity in the air today. That was a big afternoon's work. Successful job. I'm well pleased with how it's come out. Just one workhorse, right? So again, I'm fortunate to have vehicles like this that I can learn on, cut my teeth on, and experiment with. Because if I'd have bought something fancy, first of all, I would be very hesitant to be doing what I'm doing now. So it's the next day, and it's quite cloudy and overcast, so I think I'm going to be doing the bodywork outside today.
because there's not so much sunlight and I can see the effect of the paint better. I wanted to show you this. You remember what that side looked like? I thought, I did this last night, did this little bit here, did the scratches that went over the scratches again that were on the bottoms of the door and on the sill. I had thought that I had a couple of spray bombs left, pre-mixed spray bombs. Anyway, if I do, I couldn't find them. So I painted that, and here's confession time. I painted that by hand with a fine, small paintbrush, and it's come out flipping well. Still got to put the new bonnet hinges on, and I've also got to put the acoustic and heat shield that goes underneath the bonnet skin. I've got to put that on underneath. I've got that downstairs in the basement, so I've still got quite a bit of work left to do, but I was very pleased with how that turned out. I was so afraid of how it might happen, how it might go. I didn't film it, which is a bit naughty of me because I like YouTube, because it shows all the warts and pimples, but I was so hesitant to do it because I was sure I had a couple of the pre-mixed paint bombs still left, but I couldn't find them, and I wanted to get it done today because this old girl has got to go. Her transmission started slipping now, just in the last week or so, which means that Sally arrived not a moment too soon. So I'm going to shut up. Back on this little munchkin. Now it's time to start on the polish or cutting compound. Can't really tell how dark it is out there because of the trees in the way, but it is pretty black. So, a couple of minutes it'll be hitting us. The rain's picked up. But that's okay, I've done that side now. So you do this wing in the hood, and then the other side, and hopefully by then the rain will have stopped. I don't know what the pressure is out here, but it feels like my jolly head's about to burst. And it's so hot. Oh well. Can't complain. Because in a couple of weeks' time, it's very likely that we'll be noticing that fall is on us. She hung around with a bloke named Smokey. Hold on, got to stop work for the all-important Instagram post notifying everyone that if they're quick, you can get a free Oi Works face mask. Details in the description below. Quick, 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 because once they're gone, they're gone. So here I am cleaning off the excess polish compound with nothing else than vegetable oil. Yeah, you heard it right, vegetable oil. It actually brings it up very, very well. I was quite surprised. Quick wash for the munchkin, just to wash off the vegetable oil. Oi oi, it's Saturday morning, and I'm supposed to be editing this video. Oh well, whatever. Saturday. Get up on his oil, there's a diesel train. Gonna set the start so lights. I'm just going to replace the hinges. Get up on his oil, there's a diesel train. I'm gonna set the start so lights. Oh, that sounds a bit flat. I've only had one cup of tea this morning, so my voice hasn't limbered up properly. Saturday night's the night I like. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright. Those of you that have watched all my videos, you'll remember the first couple of videos I did on Sally. I mentioned at some stage that I was not going to change her bonnet hinges. Well, after doing quite a bit of research, because the hood wasn't lining up properly, I discovered that these hood hinges are very, very fragile from the point of view that they're malleable, they flex, they bend out of shape very, very easily. So they look to me absolutely identical. There doesn't seem to be any difference between them, but I am going to change them anyway. There might be some faint twisting in that one. Oh yeah, for sure there is. This gap is different to this one. This one is much closer. And although I can't tell for sure, I think the actual arm of it is slightly twisted this way. Made in America, 1969, born down by the railroad, Georgia Sublime, raised on the radio, just a jukebox kid, alright, do 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 do. I landed in my feet, made in America. I was brought up on the streets. That's enough of that. Let's hit the road for a quick spin to try her out.
Sally drives beautifully, and she's exactly what I wanted, which is a plain bog standard car. And what I mean by that is she's got a steering wheel, a couple of windows, a couple of wing mirrors, an engine, and 4 wheels and brakes and a gear lever, and that's exactly what I wanted. I've got my Audi S3 Abbey for kicks and giggles, for feeding my need for speed, and I've got Colleen, which is an absolute slowpoke, but people love her. I was sitting in traffic the other day, and some random person DM'd me saying, "I've just seen your car, love it, great job." There's little things like that that I really wanted to get at with Colleen. I wanted people to see her, people to smile when they saw her, and people want to have their photos taken. Now, I'm nowhere near finished Colleen yet, please understand that, but the next things that I got to do with her require a reasonable amount of money, and I'm a bit tight at the moment. That's not a sob story, it's the truth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brings us to the end of this next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like the content, please make sure to poke that like button. It means a lot to me. And the reason I'm asking that is it moves my videos further up the lineup for viewing. So it just assists YouTube in their selection with their algorithms. I really appreciate the support you're giving me. I mean that. It means a lot. Now, there's a couple of things I need to say, or I should just briefly go over. The first one is, I've had comments about I appear to be wearing loads of different t-shirts. That is because these videos are a week's worth of content. Now, I'm a bloke, so I could probably justify wearing the same t-shirt and shorts and underpants and shoes and hairstyle for the same all through the whole week, because that's just what we blokes do, right? I'm not quite like that. I like to wear different t-shirts, I like to wear clean t-shirts and clean shorts. So that's the reason why there's so many different outfits. And I'm sorry, I don't remember to say it's the next day when I start the next bit of vlogging. So that's the reason for that. The second one is it financially viable rebuilding auction vehicles? And there's a couple of different answers to that. For me, it's worked out well with this one and with the Scion. I'm not going to go into too much detail right now, but if you guys want to see a brief video on the process of that and some of the costs involved, please let me know in the comments section. And if you haven't got your own YouTube account, please bounce over to my Instagram, the link is right here, and send me a DM, or in this video description is my email address. Send me an email. I want a bit of guidance on things like that so that I know what to bring you guys and to share with you. Now, the other thing is, I got my Audi back from the Audi the Audi protection work that was needing to be done on her. It's been done, she's come back and she looks really nice. Now, I've put a couple of stickers on her off camera. Anyone that's following my Instagram would have seen that. And I have in mind to do a video on her. I would like to have the next video on her. It may not be possible to get it done next weekend. I have a lot to do this following week, and also I think I'm going to be waiting on some parts for her. So if I can't get it out to you this next weekend, there will not be a video next weekend. But the following weekend for sure, I will be doing Abby. Now, I'm quite excited about her. She's been waiting in the wings for a while. I had a few issues with, she was all tuned up, a bunch of bolt-on stuff, and she was as fast as beep. A heck of a lot of fun to drive. I am putting that stuff back on, and I'll be making a video about that. I have one or two connections in the Volkswagen Audi group tuning circle in this area, or in Canada, that I'll be connecting with, and I want you to come along with that. Come along and join me for that. Some of you will have seen on my Instagram that I did a ride shotgun, a short 11 or 12 minute video of riding shotgun, me driving Abby and you guys come along with a dash mounted camera. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out on my Instagram as well. That's enough of me waffling. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all very soon, and toodle pip.